In Guild of Guardian is a must to have at least in your team 1 or 2 supports, for heal and buff all your other Guardians. But now you may say, which are the best support in the game? Well, in today's video I will show you the top 5 supports in Guild of Guardian. And I will even give away Grizzel, that is one of them. For enter inside the giveaway, just drop a like, comment with your favorite support and follow me even on Twitter at Mipo2000. And now let's jump right into the top 5 supports in Guild of Guardians. So let's start from the bottom, and at top 5 we have Aquiris, that is an Idris support and is probably one of the support most used in literally all the game, because it's a staple Guardian in the best free-to-play player team that I made a video about right there. So essentially the Idris team with Derizda, Aquiris and so on. But why is this support so good? Well, first of all is Idris, that is probably the best domain in the game right now, and then it has some really strong skill. The main one, so the ultimate, is Tidal Blessing. Makes the lowest HP ally invincible for 5 seconds, actually 8 at maximum level, and even increase their attack, and this is so good, guys. Invincible for 8 seconds is literally the eternity in Guild of Guardian, and you even buff the attack, so this combo can be really strong, like for example into utilize on your carry like on Derizda, so for defender, for assassins, and even push a lot more damage. And trust me guys, 8 seconds in a mode like for example Arena are literally huge. The second skill is Water Sprite. It is the only healing Aquiris has, and this single target, so it focuses just the ally with the lowest HP, so like the ultimate, but it heals actually a lot, the 250% of Aquiris attack, so it's even good to equip attack gear to Aquiris because air skill scale on attack, and then if they recover extra HP it will go into a shield. The last skill is air passive, and is actually literally huge, guys, because it just increases the defense of all the team up to 40%. Like this is literally almost half of the physic damage taken from all your team. This passive is really amazing. So it just has 3 skills because it's epic, but all of them are super good. This one for invincible, this one is a really good healing, and this one is a passive that work on all your team. In the top 4 we have Grizzel, that is a Solas support from the core set, so totally free for you to farm and really strong. So the fact that it's Solas, it will even guarantee the Solas domain buff even if you have only one Solas, and it has even the Endless gear, so it just makes this Guardian a lot better, where you generally want there the passive that essentially increase the attack of the Guardian that receive the Grizzel ulti, because it can really combo well for example with the Derizda. But what are Grizzel skill and why is there so good? Well, starting from their ultimate is really good, because first of all it guarantees to Grizzel a damage reduction that is actually max to 50%, so really a lot, and then the active is literally OP if used correctly. So what it does is that Grizzel essentially utilizes air energy for fully refill the energy bar of your Guardian with the highest power. So essentially if you have a Guardian that is a really strong carry and has a really good ultimate, you can literally ultimate with that, make a lot of damage, then utilizes up the Grizzel ultimate and re-ultimate another time with your carry. And I mean, there is literally nothing better than utilize 2 times the best ultimate of your best Guardian. So yeah, this ultimate is really amazing, even because as I say, they guarantee even damage reduction. The second skill instead is a CC, as you can see, and it will target a random enemy and it will make damage up to 325 and even causing fear. Essentially fear is similar to a stun, but they just run away and they don't attack. But still it procs a lot of damage and is even a solid CC. As you can see, even Grizzel scale on attack. So guys, when you equip those Guardians, pay always attention on how their skill scale. The third skill is Hide and Seek, where essentially Grizzel teleport behind the enemy with the highest attack, dealing damage and even stunning. So this is actually a super solid skill, is pretty similar to this other, but the biggest difference is that this one will focus the enemy with the highest attack, so essentially their carry. And this one is actually a big difference, for example in Arena, where most of the people have 1 or maybe 2 damage carry and making a lot of damage, so probably even killing that or just stunning it for 3 seconds. It makes this skill really solid in Arena. The last skill instead is a passive, where essentially Grizzel linked to another Guardian and that Guardian will recover the 50% of Grizzel attack every 12 seconds. So even this skill, scale on attack, to be honest is not the best passive, so of these 4 skill I would say that is the worst one, but it's still pretty solid if well used with Grizzel linked to your carry. In the top 3 at the start of the podium that win the bronze medal we have Elat. That is a founder support from Iris domain, so it can even be a really good upgrade to your free-to-play player team, and is in top 3, so really good because it is not just an healer and a really tanky, actually it makes even really solid amount of damage with his ultimate that is Anguish. That is an AoE, so it literally target all enemies and deal 150% damage, now 210, so a lot of damage, all the enemy, and the damage is increased of 2% for every 1% of the target missing health. So if you wait to utilize this ulti when your opponent are low, this skill can actually make a huge amount of damage for a support. The second skill is Soul Harvest, and is still a super good skill because it's literally another AoE that target all the enemy, make 80% of total attack damage. So even on Elat, both the ultimate and the other skill proc on attack. So guys, remember to equip attack on those support, and the 50% of those damage made to all the opponent team will even use it for heal your team. So this skill is amazing because it literally makes damage to your opponent team and heal your own team. So essentially it makes literally everything, and it reaches up to 160% of attack. So it's actually a really good amount, keeping in consideration that literally make damage to all your opponent enemies and heal all your guardians. The last skill is Soul Consumption, and is a passive and essentially make Elat a lot tanky for being a support, because essentially when the other guardian dies, Elat will recover 20% of their maximum HP. To be honest, this is not the best passive in the world, but it's still really solid for a support that is actually really tanky. And now finally we are in the top 2, and the silver medal will go to Fleak. That is a support from Terra that probably everyone knows, because it's the best healer from Core 1 set, so essentially totally free to play. But why is her so good and is her actually so high? So I had to put her so high because I think it's just needed in pretty much all the free to play player team, because it guarantees a huge amount of healing for the adventure mode and endless mode, because literally every one of her skill are just pure healing. It will just heal so much of your team that you literally can't play endless as a free-to-play player without this guardian. And now let's go check those skills that heal so much. So the first one is the ultimate, that is Feet Touch, and essentially will heal everyone of 24% of Fleak's max HP over 6 seconds. This is actually so much. This is literally 1/4 of the health, and guys, of Fleak's max HP, so not of the guardian. So essentially if you equip in the gear literally everything HP, this skill will heal so much. It will literally fulfill all the other guardian, like for example the ranger, the magic, and so on. So this is the best thing of Fleak, that you can just equip her with HP, having her like as a tank with a lot of HP, and still all her skill will scale on her HP, so will heal literally a huge amount of health. Even quiet prayer, for example, the other skill will heal the lowest HP ally of 42%. If you equip this guardian with a lot of HP, it will literally fulfill every other guardian in the game. So essentially imagine you have a guardian that is dying and Fleak literally fulfill its health. The last skill is a passive, and is Divine Blessing, where every 10 seconds all allies recover 3% of Fleak's max HP. This can seem probably not like as a lot, but trust me, this passive will make the difference in the long path, like for example in adventure, or most importantly in endless, because if you every 6 seconds have 3% of Fleak's health, that is probably a lot more for the other guardian, probably in a fight of 30 seconds you have 50% of healing in every dungeon, and trust me, thanks to that you will reach a lot higher room. So yeah, Fleak in my opinion is the best free-to-play player healer if well equipped. But now let's go check the best support in the game, that actually I and even a lot of other people think that is literally the best guardian in Guild of Guardians, and that is Tavos. That is a support from Umbrus domain and the founder set. But why is this guardian the best guardian in the game? Well, because it literally has everything. It has damage with his AoE ultimate, it has healing, it has CC, and it has even a super strong passive, probably the best passive in the game. But let's start in order. Let's talk about the ultimate, that is Pentagram. So essentially it will target the nearest enemy, and it will make AoE damage to him and even to the surrounding enemies. And other than this really big actually amount of damage, it will even fatigue, that essentially will decrease the attack speed of 50% for 5 seconds. So literally a huge amount of damage, and even this is super important because reducing the attack speed of half. So first of all lower the damage from basic attacks, but most importantly it will lower a lot the speed of their ultimate. Essentially it will take a lot more time for your opponent to take the energy for the ultimate, because with the basic attack you take the energy, and if you attack the half slower it will literally take 2 times for get your ultimate, and probably for that moment your team is already dead. The second skill is Void Ghost, that essentially summon a ghost that for 6 seconds it will heal all the ally up to 110 of Tavos attack. Guys, that is crazy. Guys, that is crazy. Literally heal all your team for 100% of the attack is a lot of health, even because Tavos is another support that you want to equip with attack, because it scale attack on the skill, it scale attack even on the ultimate. So if you even equip this guy with the attack, it will make a huge amount of damage and it will heal a huge amount on your team. The third skill is Abyssal Imp. That is a CC that essentially control a random enemy and it will force them to attack their ally up to 8 seconds. Guys, this is literally crazy. If you think already a stun 8 seconds would be huge, but this is even better than a stun, because it's not only that it doesn't make nothing, but it literally make damage to their own team. So yeah, from a 5 versus 5 you will go to a 6 versus 4, and trust me, you will see the difference. And then the last skill, that is probably actually the best one, is the passive, and it just increases all the ally attack speed up to 40%, and this is literally no sense. This is super good because, guys, it's the same point that we said there. Yes, 40% of attack speed is good because you make more damage, but most importantly, you charge your ultimate 2 times faster. So for the time that your opponent will utilize one ultimate, all your guardian already used 2. And trust me, that makes Tavos one of the best guardian, if not the best guardian in Guild of Guardians. If you think I missed some good support, please comment down below with his name or even your favorite guardian. And remember to even tell me the next class that you want me to make a top 5. Magic, Ranger and so on. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for don't miss anything. I remember you to enter into the Grizzel giveaway, and now go check the best free-to-play player team that I talked at the start of this video, or maybe my analysis of the new guardian Tamamo. And I guess see you to the next video.